Claude Design just got a major update and there's new things that make it 90% better than before. We'll build a portfolio together from start to finish so you can actually see how good it is. Let's dive straight in. Here's the site we're gonna be building today. It has this really fun image cursor trail effect. As you scroll down, it has this really fresh, modern, liquid scrolling Three.js effect. But before you get too excited, here's the first step that makes this even possible. Don't just start prompting and hope it looks good. Spoiler, it won't. Pull a few references first so you're directing Claude. Without them, your site ends up looking like a PowerPoint. My go-to for this is Mobbin. It's full of shipped screens from actual apps. So you're using battle-tested designs. But I also look for inspiration on other sites like Awwwards and Savee. Grab a couple screenshots of your strongest references and drop them straight into Figma, and be sure to add notes so Claude knows exactly what you like about each reference. Once you have about 3 to 5 visual references with notes, just screenshot it and paste it back into Claude Design. Now Claude isn't guessing in the dark. Okay, here's the exact prompt I'm using. I start by giving it a role, telling Claude it's a principal product designer and award-winning creative developer, so it knows the bar we're aiming for here. The part most people skip is this very last line here at the bottom, where I tell Claude to ask me any clarifying questions until it has 99.9% confidence in the design assignment and not to assume anything. Let's run this prompt and see what it comes back with. And watch what happens. Claude Design starts by asking some questions about what we want it to build for us. I'm answering its questions so it can get to work. After just a few minutes, we have the first iteration of the portfolio design concept. It's looking pretty good overall, especially for this to be the first pass. Now, this is the part where you actually make it unique and interesting. And the new tools inside of Claude Design 2.0 make it almost too easy. Starting with the hero, I want to take this in a slightly different direction. So the first thing I want to do is remove this project image on the right. Before this update, fixing that meant leaving a comment or reprompting and waiting on Claude to generate a whole new design. Now I can click edit in the top right corner and I can just grab it. There's direct editing right on the canvas. And when I grab it, I can move it around. I can drag it to the background. I could also just press delete on my keyboard and it removes it all together. And as you can see, the result is instant. No more prompting just to make small changes like that. And while I'm here, I also want to simplify a few other things. So let's delete this and let's remove this. And what I'll do now is remove this one and then update this to be product designer. And next, I will select this div here at the bottom. And one other thing you'll notice with this new Claude Design update, we have this additional configuration for refining the layout and position of a particular element. So after selecting this div, I actually want this text to be centered in the middle of the screen. So to do that, I'm going to hit justify center. And now I'm going to select the text element inside that div. And I want the text to be aligned centered as well. So I'm just going to find a line on this left panel and I'm going to select center. So now we're getting closer to the hero design that I have in mind. But first, I want to have it update this text to be full width all on one line. So I'm going to select comment in the top right. And now I'm going to type something like update this text to be full width and ensure it doesn't break to 2 lines. I'm going to send this to Claude. Okay, so we're almost there. The next thing I want to do is remove these background effects and I want to update product designer to be centered within the hero section. So the next thing I want to do is add a simple mouse trailing effect in the hero section. And to do that, I'm going to go back to the text box here in Claude and I'm going to say something like, as the pointer moves over the hero, spawn a trail of the project image assets that follows the cursor and fades out behind it. Nice. This is what it came back with. This hero section with the image trail effect is starting to feel more like the visual direction that I had in mind. Now, if you've been following all this and part of you is thinking, this is cool, but it's kind of a lot, I get it. That's exactly why I built Lo-Fi. It's a clean, super minimal framer template designed to help you stand out, get hired, and launch your portfolio fast. Simply drop in your work, customize it, and hit publish. If you want to check it out, the link's in the description below. Scrolling down to the work section, I want to rework these projects to be in a custom asymmetric grid closer to this reference that I took a screenshot of earlier. And to save a little bit of time, I went ahead and mocked up what I had in mind. From here, I'm going to select this design and copy it as a PNG and just paste it back inside of Claude. And then I'll say something like, update the projects in the work section to match the updated mockup. Use an asymmetric grid instead of the current layout. This is what it came back with. It's not exactly how I mocked it up, but it's actually pretty close. To take this further, I want to add a liquid scroll effect to the work images. To do that, I'm going to paste this prompt into the text box here. And I won't bore you reading through all the details on this one because it's pretty technical, but I'll drop it in the description if you want to use it. Nice. Look at this. This is actually pretty good. I think it makes the whole section feel a lot more unique. And with that update, this portfolio is basically ready to go. But right now, it's currently sitting as a draft on our laptop. Let's get it live. To do that, we just export straight from Claude Design into Claude Code by clicking the share button up here in the top right. We're going to click this option, more formats and apps. and then send to Claude Code. Now from inside this modal, we're gonna come up here and choose send to Claude Code Web. And then we're gonna click this option, open in Claude Code Web. Claude Code is essentially gonna rebuild everything we just did in Claude Design. While it's doing that, we're gonna go to GitHub and create a new repo for this project. From the homepage, you wanna click new in the top left corner, and then it'll bring you to this page to create a new repo. I'll go ahead and set myself as the owner here, and then give this repo a name. And then for the visibility, I'll select private, and then go ahead and choose create repo. Next, we're gonna go ahead and copy this link. This will come in handy once Claude Code has officially finished rebuilding the prototype. Great, it looks like Claude Code is done. Now let's send this project to the GitHub repo that we just created. To do that, we're just gonna go to this text box and say something like, commit this project to the following GitHub address, and then paste the link that we just copied from GitHub and submit the prompt. Over on Vercel, we're gonna add a new project. From here, we're gonna import the GitHub repo that we just created. In my case, it'll be this one, so I'll select import. Once we're on this page, we're gonna hit deploy. Great, the site has been deployed, and we can see a little preview of it here. If we simply click on this image, it takes us directly to the site, and now the portfolio is officially live with a public link. So here's the real takeaway. Claude Design and Claude Code stopped being two separate tools and turned into one workflow. You can go from idea to live site without ever leaving that loop. But notice what actually changed here. Everything I just showed you is the workflow getting better, the tools around the design. The design itself, that depends on how good the model is. So I took Claude's newest model, Fable 5, and put it through 4 one-shot design tests. And honestly, the results are pretty insane. Check it out.